Hello, welcome to JV Trending News. You're welcome on board. Today's day is starting today, August 2025. How are you doing there? So I'll be going straight to give you newspapers reviews shortly. Now, the point we are looking at is FG withdraws criminal complaint against Ibom or Ibom Air passenger, reduces KWAM's ban. Remember, when this incident happened, the KWAM was standing in the front of a plane, and Keyamo Festus, the aviation minister of Nigeria, placed the ban, a 6-month ban, not just a ban, but 6 months. Now, the issue has come up again now after the incident of Imansin, that she was pulled out of the airplane after she hit the air hostess, and she was behaving anyhow, and she was trying to do certain things that was anti-guidelines of the aircraft. So now we look at it, and she was dragged down, and her breast was exposed in the process, and she was pushed into the coaster at the end of the day, and then driven down to Kirikiri, or prison. They call it correctional center. But now, Keyamo also said now that she should be released, and why the issue of K1's 6-month ban should be reduced to 1 month's ban. The question is why? Or you wonder, the country we are living in, where the laws seems to be favoring only the rich, and then torture and also sanction the truth, those who speak the truth, those who are staying on the right lane, and then they will punish you for even doing the right thing. That is what we are saying currently. And again, it seems that the ruling party is using that impunity to really to reduce, because KWAM is someone who has been with Tinubu, the current president, and who has been identifying as a APC members, and the kind of accusations from the people, from the Nigerians, that this is going to be somehow, not be fair. It won't be fair each case. They are now showing that yes, the Nigerians are right, that there will be manipulations and just kind of verdicts in favor of KWAM, and also the issue of release of the girl is also more of like to reduce the shame from the side of the government, so that the government there will be no more rancor on the public outcry regarding that case. So let me quickly move to the next news. So the next one is FG names KWAM's aviation security ambassador after airport incident. Now, looking at the case, it seems now that for KWAM to avoid some interrogations and also some further prosecution, the Tinubu's government has dashed him and blessed him and rewarded him for becoming ambassador position there, and meaning that he won't be able to go to prison if the law says go to prison for 2 years. That means he's not going to work again. The government has used its mighty power to award him. The same thing happened to security chief under Buhari, whereas he was suspected to be engaged in money laundering or misappropriation of funds for security, but for buying weapons. And Tinubu gave him more of like ambassador. That is Murutai. There's one of the chief of staffs then, and it was kind of that's how the issue died down. Remember also last year, Mali was also given the ambassadorial position in NDLEA, and as the ambassador, when it was a tough time during the Mubarak's case. Those are the issues that we are seeing in the country. Why the government is rewarding those who are meant to be on trials, I don't know why. But I hope that the country will not get rotten more and more than what we are seeing currently. So we are going to look at another headline shortly. 30,000 car racing bet leaves 5 dead in Ogun State. The institution happened in Ogun State, and the people engaged two bystanders, those who were standing on the road. At the pedestrian were killed. 2 of them were killed on spot because they were betting, and they were called Yo boys who were doing racing betting. And I wonder the kind of amount they are using to bet, and then the lives that were lost. They are up to 5. And why did those who truly drove those cars, they were injured and they were being taken to different hospitals in Ogun State. That is a sad development. And again, court orders FG to close case in Dasuki's decade-old trial. Since 2015, during the time of when the Buhari came to power as a APC presidential candidate, the case has been so long, and then it has been dragging on the ground. No sign of progress, nothing to show. And then they talk about they found some dollars in his house, 150,000. I think one of his properties in Sokoto State. So at the end of the day, the government has given them the deadline that by September 24, 25, 26. The federal government, Tinubu's government, should ensure that they close this case, not to elongate it any further, because it does not really adding up for just holding in. Then the NDLEA raised Kano drug dens arrest 49. So these are the issue that the NDLEA showed that yes, they're fighting against drugs, illicit drugs, and then possession of all those unapproved materials, technical substances, which could lead to some kind of psychosis with different kind of mental disorder. And they are trying to show that yes, they are really doing their job. Then let's look at the next one because of time. 16 inmates escaped from Nasarawa State last year, or which year that would happen. About 100 plus prisoners escaped in Kuje prison in Abuja, and this one is happened in Nasarawa State. And the issue is that the Comptroller General, those who is charged, the spokesperson also made it clear that they will ensure that, though if in cases that there are staff, the prisoners staff also compromise the escape, that the laws, they will really sanction, they will ensure that they face the law, the penalty will be severe and so on. And at the end of the day, we wonder that this is just more of like media talk, but the real picture that's going to be on the underground is going to die down shortly. But we hope that this country, we don't see more prisoners be released without due process, without any form of repentance, and as well as the soberness. And again, it shouldn't be like political talks are being released or are being pardoned to be outside. But we are hoping that the government will really show that they are there to protect the lives and properties of lives and I mean, human beings, not allow issue of cows being taken over the country in terms of nomadic kind of lifestyle of Fulani people and Fulani herdsmen. And also even the terrorists that are actually becoming menace to the country. I mean, the people living in Nigeria and the legit people who are paying taxes. But at the end of the day, we just see these are the issues going on. And one day, we believe that we will get better. The time is not really on our side anymore. This is how I can go today. By God's grace, see you tomorrow for another special episode of JB News Trending.